That's better. Welcome to the Animal Amphitheater at Elephants and Friends, where we will not only be showing you the largest land mammal on Earth today, but some amazing animals that have spent thousands of years working alongside mankind. Now, our first guests are a traditional festive legend, and they can carry up to 20 pounds on the top of their head. Let's give a nice warm welcome to our reindeer. Now, unfortunately, Rudolph was unable to make it today, but we do have with us 4-year-old Ray and 6-year-old Stan, who are just 2 of our 19 reindeer we have at the safari. Now, reindeer and caribou are very similar species. However, caribou is native to North America, where reindeer here are native to subarctic regions of Northern Europe. Now, reindeer are especially unique due to the fact that both the males and the females grow antlers annually, which in most deer species, only the males grow the antlers. So each year, these guys will actually shed off their antlers and grow an entire new set, which is actually what they're doing right now. Their antlers are nowhere near full size yet, but by the end of the summer, they'll be very large, especially Stanley there because he's a male, and typically the males will have much larger antlers. Now, reindeer are also unique because they do have the largest set of antlers relative to body size among any deer species. Now, just like their antlers have a season, so do their coats. You might notice that they are starting to shed off their coats right now. They have a nice summer coat underneath their winter coat, and then once it starts to get a little bit cooler again, they will start to grow that coat right back. Now, reindeer are herbivores, so their diet consists of a variety of different vegetation. They're currently snacking on a herbivore feed that's specifically designed for their type of diet, which is typically a mossier type vegetation. Now, reindeer can live anywhere from 10 to 15 years of age, and they can weigh 300 pounds to 400 pounds. So Stanley there being a male, he's definitely near that 400-pound mark, where Ray being a female here is around the 300-pound mark. If you would like to see more of our reindeer, make sure you check out the Scenic Railway Tour, which is located just down the path on the left-hand side. Now, our next guest will be joining us any moment now. Let's give a nice warm welcome to Dewey, our 1-year-old Bactrian camel. Now, there are 2 species of camels in the world today. There's a Bactrian and a dromedary. Now, you can tell that Dewey here is a Bactrian camel because he's got 2 humps, whereas the dromedary camel only has a single hump. Does anyone know what's stored inside camel's hump? You can just yell it out. Water? That's a very common answer. Unfortunately, that is only a myth. So camel humps are actually composed of fat. This comes in handy in the desert when they're traveling through very harsh conditions and sparse vegetation. They can actually tap into that fat storage in their humps, and this allows them to get that extra energy boost they need to get to the next source of food. Now, of the 2 species of camels, Bactrians are by far the rarest. They're actually considered to be critically endangered, and there's estimated to be less than 500 remaining in the wild today in Area C.
Yeah, Steve.
Now, Steve here is obviously our most recent addition to our herd of Bactrian camels, and it does happen to be his lunchtime. So while Steve enjoys his bottle here, I'd just like to tell you a little bit more about Bactrian camels. Now, you might have noticed when they've been strutting around that they have very unique feet. So camels actually have 2 toes on each foot, and the bottom of their foot is an undivided sole. So every single time that these guys will take a step, their foot will actually spread out widely, and this is an adaptation to walking on sand. Now, since sand is a very common occurrence in the wild, they also have very unique eyelids. Camels actually have a 3rd eyelid that acts like a windshield from sand and dust. Now, as I mentioned earlier, Dewey is only 1 year old, and Steve there is only 5 weeks old, so both of them have a ton of growing left to do. Camels can live to be about 50 years of age. They can grow up to 7 feet tall and weigh anywhere from 700 pounds to 2,200 pounds. We'll have to give him some motivation here.
You just not want to go down.
Do a little circle here. I don't think he wants to lie down today. Come on, Dewey. Go, boy. I think he needs a little bit of motivation. Let's give him a little hand here. Now our next guest weighs over 7,000 pounds. I bet you guys can guess what kind of animal that is. An elephant, that's correct. Let's give a nice warm welcome to one of our 16 ancient elephants we have here at the safari.
An ancient elephant? Ooh.
Now there are two species of elephant, an African and an Asian. How you can tell an Asian elephant from their African relative due to their high domed foreheads, their slightly arched backs, and their much smaller ears. Now to greet everybody here today, our elephant and handler would like to greet you with a safari salute. Now before we begin with any demonstrations, we'd like to start off with a brief introduction. Here we have with us today is 17-year-old George. Now as you can see, George has very nice long visible tusks, but you might have noticed around the safari that not all our elephants have tusks. Well, in the Asian species, only the males like George here have those long visible tusks, and the females have a much shorter version known as tushes. Now you can see just how handy those tusks are to George. Now elephant tusks are made of ivory, and ivory is extremely valuable. In recent years, the price of ivory has tripled, and as a result, close to 100 elephants are killed per day in Africa for their tusks. Well, now that George is up at the front, he would like to say hello to everyone. Thank you, George. Now, one of the most unique features of an elephant is their trunk. An elephant's trunk contains over 150,000 muscles and ligaments, which is more than we have in our entire body. An elephant will use its trunk as a hand to pick up things such as food and to squirt water into their mouth, but they'll also use it as a nose to smell and breathe. We're going to prove to you just how dexterous an elephant's trunk actually is. At this time, I'd like to ask for a volunteer from the audience with a large coin such as a loonie or a toonie. First one up
Darn,
in
I used
front, ready with their coin to be my volunteer.
Yes, I used mine.
Perfect. Wait right here. I'm going to give the coin to George's handler. He's going to show him the coin and drop it on the ground. George will use his amazing sense of touch along with the finger-like projection on the tip of his trunk to pick up the coin. Put your hands like that, hon. Perfect. Now George is going to return the loan as he always pays off his debt. There you go. Now, if I were you, I would wash that coin off because it was just up an elephant's nose. Now, just like any animal, it's extremely important that we check them over daily to make sure they're in perfect health. The easiest way for us to do this with an animal as big as George is to ask him to lie down.
Let's see if he'll lie down.
Oh no, George! Why'd you lie down over there? Oh, you know what? I forgot something very important.
He doesn't want to lie down either.
I forgot George's pillow.
Oh.
How could I forget that? He can be quite picky at times.
Well, there he
Fluff
goes.
it up for him. There we go.
Kind of missed you.
That's a bit more comfortable. And now that George is lying down, this is his handler an excellent opportunity to check over his enormous area. He'll check his feet, which consist of a 1-inch thick callus pad. He'll check to make sure there are no thorns or stones embedded into them, as well as to see if any filing of his toenails needs to be done. his skin, his ears, his mouth, and his eyes to make sure everything's nice and clean. A sign to a healthy animal is, of course, a nice clear eye. Well, how about it? Did George pass his inspection today? Awesome. Time to get up. Uh-oh.
He's too tired.
Looks like we have a sleepy elephant over there. George, you can't nap during the show. What are you doing? What are we going to do? I think we need your help. How about on the count of three, we say as loud as we can, get up, George. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Get up, George!
There we go. That certainly worked either way.
Woo!
What a job. Now, as you can see, elephants stand quite tall. A full-grown Asian elephant can stand to be 9.5 feet at the shoulder, so they come with no obvious means of getting on and off. Therefore, we had to invent our own ways. The first way that George and I are going to show you is called the front leg mount. I'm going to hold on to George's ear, place my foot on his leg, and he's going to lift me up.
Whoa!
Just like that. And to get back down, I'm going to lift his foot right back up. Slowly lower me to the ground.
Wow.
Now, George and I have always been just a little bit backwards. So the second way we're going to show you is called the back leg mount. I'm going to hold on to George's tail. Place my foot on his leg, and he's going to lift me up. Just like that. Now getting off an elephant, there is an express method. I'm going to use George's head, just like a slide. Nice! Oh, thank you, George. Just like every family, there's usually at least one artist. Our elephant family is no exception. Today, George is going to paint us a one-of-a-kind t-shirt, which you can purchase from our shop. Now, you can easily pick up those paintbrushes by using that finger-like protection on the tip of his trunk, which is actually an extension
Paint an
of his
elephant.
nose and upper lip. Now, while George is painting his work, I'd like to tell you just a little bit more about elephants. They can live to be 60 to 70 years old. A full-grown elephant can eat up to 300 pounds of food a day. Now, this consists of hay, fruits and vegetables, and various supplemented grains. They can also drink up to 60 gallons of water per day. Not most species of elephants are in full years.
He's done.
Well, it looks like George is all finished his painting. Very beautiful. I
That's
think
his
he'd like
shirt.
to show off his work. He's quite the artist. Well, there you have it, folks. George the elephant. To thank everybody for coming today, George would like to give you one last safari salute. And of course, a bow for a job well done. Unfortunately, this does bring us to the end of the show today, guys. But George has done such an excellent job, I think he deserves a few more treats. What do you guys think?
Yeah!
He did do a pretty good job here today. There you go, George. Now when George has finished up his snack, his handler will be bringing him to the front so you can get a closer look. He'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have. We also strongly encourage you to take a once-in-a-lifetime ride on an elephant, which is located directly behind you on your way out. We hope that by meeting our animals and seeing how amazing they are, and hearing about some of the challenges that they face in our world today, that you appreciate them, love them, and help protect them for future